Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by our newest sponsor, Pipe Wrench. I'd like to welcome them on board as the newest member of the Sports Source family. Poll after poll locally ranks them as the #1 plumbing and HVAC company in East Tennessee. Family-owned, 54 fully equipped trucks ready to provide you with same-day service guaranteed when you call them. Do me a favor, make sure you thank them for bringing you the Sports Source. Pipe Wrench, PipeWrenchPlumbing.com. Look forward to a long and happy partnership with these guys and all our sponsors. You take such good care of them. There's a reason we made it to 20 years, and it doesn't have a lot to do with us. It's because of those sponsors and because of you taking care of those sponsors. And I can't say thanks enough. We try and do it every week, but trust me, we could spend 89 of the 90 minutes every week thanking you and thanking our sponsors like Pipe Wrench. All right. We knew it was coming, and sure enough, a task force of athletic directors put out some guidelines for NIL this week. They want the NCAA to start enforcing the rules that are already on the books. They made it clear that collectives are boosters and should be viewed as boosters. They said the guidelines are for the future, but they suggested the NCAA should go after those schools and collectives who've ignored the rules that have been on the bus and who've been on the books and just gone over the top with it. That would probably mean Spire Sports in Tennessee with the whole $8 million quarterback, and Spire Sports did the interview with The Athletic where they said, yeah, we're talking to recruits. I don't know that anything's going to come of it. I don't think that they can penalize you. I think they'll be sued as soon as they try.
Yep.
But in terms of yet another nuisance, I think this, if it's going to be a nuisance for anybody, they're already on your campus investigating you for one
Exactly.
thing. It seems like it's easy for them to say, well, we have to make an example somewhere. We're already in Knoxville. Am I wrong on that, or does this look like yet another headache for Tennessee? Not that it'll be punishments, but just having to deal more legal fees for their lawyers. Agree, disagree?
I'm going to agree. Not quite an Excedrin headache, but a headache, a problem.
What do you think, Josh? You think there's anything to this?
Well, I think Tennessee fans should keep like a baseline 3 level on a 1 to 10 of worry. Like don't worry at all.
That's right, all times.
Right.
But isn't it stuck kind of high?
Walk
Isn't it?
around
What
with
is that
aspirin at all
baseline?
times.
Yeah. But what fans are most worried about is this going to keep us from being able to compete. I don't think you should worry too much about that. Could the NCAA come in and look a little bit more at what's been going on, how you've handled things? Yeah, that could definitely happen. But I wouldn't worry too much about how it will affect your ability moving forward to go recruit or for Josh Heupel to do his job, which I think is what fans are concerned with.
And I agree with that. Vince?
Yeah, pretty similar to what Josh said. I think, will it be a headache and something that'll be a topic of conversation and hanging over you for a while? Yes. Worry as to what is going to happen to your program? No. It's so weird because on the surface you should worry, but then the NCAA is probably not going to be able to enforce any of this stuff, so you don't worry. But then it's Tennessee based on its history.
So you
then you do worry. So
All right.
it's all over the place.
Well, the other thing, Chuck, I think the big deal here is I would worry much less if you hadn't just fired a staff and said, my goodness, what they were doing just blew our minds. We were cheating so horribly and over the top. It was stunning what we were doing. If they weren't already on your campus investigating you, I would say they're not going to pick you. That's why if it's between Tennessee and Texas A&M who they're going to go after, they're already on your campus.
If you're already on the NCAA's radar and
Right.
it looks like that's egregious in some ways, what happened, and then this pops up and it looks like you're offering some big time money, those are two pretty high up on the list there to be on the NCAA's list.
But again, I just think it's a lot of hot air because
Yeah.
I think even if the NCAA tries to put the toothpaste back in the tube, we've all got to come up with some new analogy.
Change the speed limit.
Yeah, but whatever you do, I don't think they can do it. So it may be more hassle for you.
Yeah.
The UT may have to answer a bunch of questions for it, but I don't think there's anything that's going to come
there's
up.
so
Or I
many-
think you said it right out of the box. It's going to be a lawsuit. If you really want to come down with something, it'll be a lawsuit.
And there's so many different state by state laws.
Yeah, and Tennessee just changed theirs.
Exactly.
For this kind of stuff. All right. Thanks to these guys. Thanks to you. Thanks to our sponsors. We'll see you right back here live next Sunday for the Sports Source. Thanks for 20 great years.